Welcome to the Traders Help Desk online video collection. In this video I want to go over something that we have been talking about really last week and this week, and that is when all of the trade entries sort of confirm everything that you're seeing on the chart. You can see I'm actually in a trade that was generated off of the THD moving average trend. It went from bright to red right here. Now I'm looking to get Clipper 3, and at the moment my stop is at Clipper 1. So I've got one remaining contract for a target of 30.90 with a trailing stop of 31.22. Now the reason I say that is I want to take the Clipper off for a moment so I can show you actually what happened on the chart. Make sure I have my cursor on. You see that over here on the Easy Money, we had an Easy Money entry, and pull it back some. You see that actually occurred over here. At the same time, on the 3-minute, you went from blue to red, but it is a dark red. So that tells me we had a moving average crossover where the fast went below the slow. But as I often tell you, when that happens, it will move down and then move back above the fast moving average as far as the price closing. Okay, so you see that this bar here went bright red and then it went back to dark, gave another Easy Money entry, and you can see that over on the left. Then the price bars went back to bright red. It was the back to bright red that generated the entry. Now what was going on the other time frames? What I was looking at predominantly was on the 180. You had just pulled back to the ATR and it was bouncing off of the ATR. This is what gave us the entry on the 3-minute. It was confirming what I was seeing down here on the 180-minute. Now I do need to be careful because we are coming back to the ATR on the 45. Now I know that the 180-minute should dominate. That does not mean you will not get a bounce from the 45-minute, because as you can see, this has had a substantial bounce already on the 180-minute. So there was a lot of things going on, but by simply following what the 3-minute was confirming on all of the other time frames, or the fact that I saw all of the charts sort of moving together, this is why I took this particular entry. So I'm going to pause the screen and we'll see if we get Clipper 3 or not. I'm still waiting to see if we get Clipper 3 here. I just wanted to go over and look at all the different trade setups that we had on this one chart. We had, of course, a couple of Easy Money entries where it was touching the ATR. We had an isolated high and a close in our direction here. We had another Easy Money trade that came in here. We had a zero line reject down here. We had the moving average trend trade over here. So this is where I say that all of these trades act like a pack, very similar to dogs. When you have the pack in order, then typically your trade is more successful. Now you see that you're getting up to 64 on your ADX. So could you tighten your stop to Clipper 2? Yeah, you could. I'm going to wait it out and let's see what price is doing. We have been within about 7 ticks of Clipper 3. So again, I'm going to pause the screen just to make sure we do not have a extra long video because that causes problems for some of you. Okay, now you see that the ADX is at 67.39. If it touches Clipper 2, I will take profits. And just as another note, when we're talking about all of these trade entries, you see that over here you had another isolated high close in your direction that also generated another easy money trade. And then here again you had the moving average trend trade. So these are the kind of trades I like to see. Okay, as you see, it came back to Clipper 2, so I am out of the trade now. So you made 16 ticks on the first contract and 64 ticks on the other two contracts.